Hey, friend. Welcome back to the show and welcome to episode 100. I cannot believe that we're here. On today's episode, I'm celebrating 100 episodes, and you're in for a special episode because it's actually a conversation with my granny. Recently, Granny and I went on a birthday trip to celebrate her 87th birthday, and the trip was beautiful. It started out beautifully. It ended a bit tough, though. Towards the end, it was the beginning of a massive storm in Hawaii where locals in Oahu, Maui, and a few other places were severely impacted with flooding, power outages, and so much more. Still continuing to think of the people there, pray for the people there, support with aid in ways that I can. But it was a beautiful gift. And on one of the very rainy days toward the end of our trip, I asked Granny to join me on the podcast to celebrate 100 episodes and to share more of her life and her story and the messages she wants to leave behind. This is a special episode. This is a legacy episode, and I'm so excited to share it with you. That being said, although this conversation is beautiful and it's a legacy episode and I'm celebrating 100 episodes, this is our second to last episode of the season. It's been such a wonderful season with so many incredible guests. I've been so grateful for all of the rich conversations I've had so far. I still have another rich conversation for you after this one, but your girl needs to pause. I have so much appreciation for all of my favorite podcasters who provide content year round. I am not one of them. I am a seasonal girly, and it's been a beautiful season, but it's time for this season to close out. I'm excited to enjoy spring and summer and to be back with you very soon. To all of the OGs who have been listening to the show since the very beginning, thank you. Even if you fell off and you came back, I'm grateful for you. To everyone who's found the show, discovered the show along the way, and stayed, thank you so much for being here. To all of my new listeners, welcome. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for being here. And to anyone who's popped in and out, maybe this is your first episode that you're listening to, thank you so much for stopping by. This podcast has been such an incredible body of work for me. It's been a wonderful hobby for the last handful of years. I'm so grateful for all of the conversations that I've had that I otherwise would not have had if it were not for this show. I have so much gratitude and love for my sister and my best friend for what we started, and appreciation and gratitude for myself for what I've been able to continue and create and accomplish through this show. And 100 episodes is no small feat. It is a big deal. I'm so proud of myself and this body of work. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who have continued to tune in, continue to share the show, continue to send in your texts, your voice notes, write your reviews, leave comments on Spotify and on YouTube. Your support, your engagement, your participation, your feedback, your amplification of the show matters so much, and I'm deeply grateful for you. With that being said, let's jump into our 100th episode celebrating with my granny. Hi, Granny. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Guess
My
what?
first,
Your first, yeah. Guess what episode this is going to be?
50,
More.
85,
More.
125.
100. This is going to be my 100th episode.
Good.
So I get to celebrate it with you.
Mm-hmm. It's good to celebrate it with my birthday.
Yeah, we're on your birthday trip in Hawaii, in Maui. How does it feel to have turned 87?
It feels good. And this birthday is the best.
Is it?
Have the captain hugging and singing to me, the crew singing to me,
True.
everybody coming and, wishing me a happy birthday and hugging and
Yeah. Because for your actual birthday, we did a sunset cruise. We went whale watching. And one of the ladies on the cruise just was very yappy. And she went and told the captain it was your birthday because I kept blabbering to everybody that it was your birthday. So he made a special little speech, and then everybody sang happy birthday. That was nice, right? And you usually don't like that.
Yeah, did you see my head? I had my head down like this because I was kind of embarrassed.
But it's nice to be
But
celebrated.
It was great.
So this is not your first time to Hawaii, right?
My second.
What was your first time like?
My first time was with Wesley. He didn't want to do anything. So, we went to the beach, eat, walk around. Jean and Emily, who, they've passed a while ago.
They were your friends?
My good friends.
It's nice to do a trip with friends, right? And now you come back with your grumpy granddaughter.
No, you're not.
Well,
and I appreciate, everything that you do.
We do it together. So the trip started out lovely. We had beautiful weather. We had a perfect day for your birthday. And then now it's been a little stormy. So haven't been able to do as much exploring.
San Diego was good too. We didn't do much.
We stopped in San Diego to break up the long flight from New York to Hawaii.
Flights were good.
San Diego was nice. We did a little exploring there, not too much, but we saw a little something. We ate good food. So that was nice. And we will stop there on the way back. Okay, Granny, so this episode is all about you and your life. It's a legacy episode. So I want to hear a little bit more of your story than what you usually tell me. Like, you usually tell me about growing up in Jamaica and what it was like coming to the States and little things, but we'll talk a little bit more about who you were as a little girl, who you matured into as a woman, and the wisdom that you've gained now. We'll talk a little bit more about what you want your kids and your grandkids and your great-grandkids to know, and it'll be on the podcast forever. So no matter what, we'll always have this little video, and we'll always have your voice and my voice and this conversation. So I have a bunch of questions. We won't go through all of them because there's a lot. We'll be here all day. But we'll talk about some of them, okay? So first, what kind of girl were you when you were young?
Shy, very quiet, and a little insecure.
Oh, why?
Because my father was rough.
Yeah?
Very.
Oh boy. I might get my little shyness and my little insecurity from you then.
And, we were poor. We were pretty poor growing up.
Where did you grow up?
In Richmond Park.
Where?
In Jamaica.
Okay.
Clarendon.
Yeah. Humble beginnings, but you built a beautiful life. We'll talk more later about you and Grandpa as a visionary.
Grandpa was a real visionary. He just believed in saving, investing.
And it was smart. Look at you now. You're here in Hawaii, right? Okay. So you mentioned that your dad was very rough, and I see that even those memories still bring up some emotion. So I hope you know you didn't deserve any roughness when you were growing up, and you still turned out to be a sweet granny. So aside from your dad, who were the people that shaped you the most when you were growing up?
Well,
You talked about your grandmother before, right?
Yeah, my cousin, Cleveland,
Mm-hmm.
he was pretty good. The McClockins, the Scots were, the McClockins, the Scots were relatives.
Mm-hmm.
So we move around a lot and stuff.
Who else?
My best friends, Edith and Edith McCloughlin and Rose Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my grandmother, my grandmother, she was my favorite.
Yeah.
Loved her.
Don't worry, you're my favorite too. You're passing it on. Well, they say it's very important to remember people's names and say their names. So it's good that you can recall those people wherever wherever they are now, whether they've transitioned or just families in different parts of the world or whatever. You still have those memories, so that's a good thing. What did your parents or elders teach you about life that stayed with you?
They worked. They didn't really have time to.
Teach you anything about life?
No.
Okay. What were some of your dreams when you were young? What did you want to do when you got older?
To be a teacher.
Which you were, right?
And an agriculturist, because I love plants and flowers and stuff. And I had this one thing as a child. I had a garden. I grew cabbages, and I won a prize for that.
Wow!
First prize for that.
We're in school?
It was a competition. Yeah.
Okay.
It was interesting.
Okay. Well, you're still an agriculturist in your own way. You have a beautiful garden at home now, which is nice when the weather's nice. I don't really like to work in the garden, but I don't mind enjoying the garden. And Stormy Girl gets to enjoy the garden. And you get to enjoy the garden when
I love my garden.
When you sit down and relax and you're not toiling in the soil every 2 seconds.
I love to toil in the soil.
Well, sometimes you're supposed to just sit down and relax and enjoy the garden.
Yeah, well,
every day is not work in the garden. Sometimes you just sit and enjoy the garden. So you're still an agriculturist in your own way.
Very much.
What were some of the happiest seasons of your life?
Well, growing up with all the other kids, playing, going on little trips, school trips and stuff. So it was basically.
Grandma, you just turned 87. The happiest seasons of your life were school trips when you were a kid?
Yeah, school trips.
Oh, no.
School days. Socializing with friends and relatives and school days. Traveling. Visiting relatives, my uncles and aunts. That was good.
I can relate to that a little bit. Not blood relatives, but some of my happier memories were younger when my whole family was here in New York and we had a lot of family friends. I can understand that a little bit. So looking back on your life, your whole life, not just when you were a kid, looking back over your whole life, what are some moments or decisions that changed the course of your life the most?
I don't know.
Coming to America?
Yeah, I guess.
Getting married, having kids?
Yeah. That was part of it.
What were some of your proudest accomplishments that people might not know about?
I guess college. Caledonia Junior College. And, going different places and teaching, meeting different people. Roswell
What about your garden club?
Yeah, I started that with like three of us, ended up with about 10. We used to travel, different places upstate and do luncheons, and that used to be so much fun. I would take the whole group and we go have lunch, eat, shop. That was fun. That
And you
lasted
actually
10 years.
did gardens at the center.
I did a garden for the seniors at the center. That was good. The seniors loved it. The kids, when they go by, they loved it. So that was good. That was one of my happiest times. Just getting on the vehicle and just going upstate all over. Basically, I used to love to hang out with my dad. Yeah.
What did you like most about hanging out with your dad?
We'd talk and he'd show me things, and
This is the same dad you said was rough?
he was rough, but he did love me a lot.
So what is he, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Little bit?
Yeah, little.
So you did have adults that showed you things and taught you things. I asked you
Yeah,
that and you act
yeah.
like you don't know.
Yeah, he did. He did.
What did love and relationships teach you over the year?
Yeah, I had boyfriends who, once I found out who they were, I just, got out of it. That you have to know who to trust, and that love is not everlasting. The people you love and crazy about might not be crazy about you. They might be, not sincere. Some are sincere and some are not.
What's your favorite memory with Grandpa?
Uh,
Or one of your favorite memories with or of Grandpa? You guys used to travel a lot and entertain and go to dances and stuff, right? Or what's your favorite memory or one of your favorite memories?
There's a lot. We used to go to, when they had the club, we used to go to luncheons and stuff with Club 94. That used to be fun because we had old friends that we hung out with. Most of them were either sick or gone. But we used to have good times, dancing and chatting, and that used to be fun too until Club 94 went out of business or whatever. Me, Wesley, Maureen, just two special friends. We used to go to the park and hang out, take, picnic baskets and take the kids. The kids were small. So we'd go to the park, we'd hang out for the day. They would ride on the things and whatever.
Okay. Well, that's nice. I didn't
Yeah.
hear about that before.
Yeah, Maureen was my good friend. Maureen and Birchell. Me and Maureen used to hang out a lot. She would tell me everything that, that went on in her life. So I knew what people, what some men could do and whatever. But me and her, we used to have a good time.
That's nice. What are some lessons about life that took you many years to learn?
You got to be honest. You got to be true to yourself. What you give, you get back. You treat people good, love them, treat them well, came back to you. You enjoy it later on. And I see everything that I have done helped to make me who I am right now.
You're gonna cry? It's okay.
Yeah, they were memories.
Everything's okay. It's all right. If there's something you could tell your younger self at any age or any advice you would give your younger self at any age, what would it be?
Have more fun. Be more open, not so shy.
Have more fun, be more open, not so shy. What else?
I don't know. Laugh more, live more, do more. I don't know if I could do more because I've traveled so much
Yeah, you have.
all over the place. London twice, Hawaii twice,
Costa Rica?
Costa
Costa
Rica.
Rica? Where else you been
Uh,
to? All the places you and Grandpa traveled to when you guys were younger. Where were?
most of the time it was like me alone, really.
Okay, so where were you going?
He wasn't that much of a
What other places? You've been to
mm,
more than those places.
where else? I can't even think of some of the other places. That's why I have Costa Rica. I've been to Costa Rica too. I've been to, well, through Mexico. We didn't stay there any long time.
You've been to
We
Alaska?
Alaska, St. Martin, St. Thomas. Where else? Can't think of anything else. That's why I have souvenirs, so I can look at the souvenirs I can remember.
Mm-hmm. There's a quote, I'm going to butcher it now, but it's from a show that I liked called The Godfather of Harlem. And one of the characters was a little girl, and she was talking about how basically she wants to travel as many places as she can so that, the earth will remember her footsteps. Something like that. It's nice to look at maps, like that's a cool thing to do, but when you go there, you get to like leave your imprint and your mark on the world and tread those surfaces. So it's very cool that you've been to that many places. I think I get my spirit for travel from you.
San Diego twice.
I think maybe that's partially where I get mine. Even though I'm still young, but I'm kind of tired of travel now. I just want to stay home with Storm. So I don't know. We'll see what the future holds.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Just, be places where we can take Storm.
What do you think people today sometimes misunderstand about life, love, and happiness? You've seen a lot of things. It's a different generation now. So what do you think that we don't understand or what we misunderstand about life, love, and happiness?
Yeah, sometimes you love people, but then you realize that they're not really genuine, or people come in your life and they go, they come to learn from you, they come to teach you things. So, it's a movement that for your life. You meet thousands of people, teachers, nurses, doctors, lawyers, boyfriends.
What do you think we misunderstand about happiness in this era?
Yeah, young people think happiness is just about sex, but it's not. It's,
I don't think everybody thinks that, Granny.
some people. But you meet people you love, you enjoy your life with them, and they move on or you move on.
What does a meaningful life look like to you?
Well, enjoying your life, helping other people whenever you can. But that's more important than anything else. Just help somebody else along the way. Not just to think about yourself, what you have, what you can do.
That's true.
You
Our society has become very individualistic. Everybody's looking out for themselves. A lot of people aren't looking out for each other anymore. So, what has helped you to stay strong during difficult times?
Well, prayer, God, silence. Sometimes you need that silence to think, retrospective. If there's things you did that you're sorry about, you're not gonna do that, carry that forward. You're gonna change your life. Think about yourself more than just doing for others, giving to others, and ignoring yourself. That's not good. You got to think of yourself too.
Wasn't that your motto for 2025?
Yeah, but
This is a year about me!
Yeah, well, 2026.
I think you said it so much because you were trying to convince yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, Granny, let's talk a little bit more about family and legacy. What has being a mother and grandmother and great grandmother meant to you?
Mm. That family is important. And, and family is like so distant. They just think about themselves. They don't care about anybody else. Just them, what they can get, what you can do for them. Most of them, anyway. I'm not talking about you and Milton. I'm talking
think I
grandkids,
think
great grandkids.
everybody contributes to that dynamic.
Yeah, brothers, sister.
I think people invest where they feel invested in and vice versa. So
Mm,
you can't have the expectation for anybody to do more reaching out or caring than,
yeah, I guess.
it
Yeah.
goes always.
Mm-hmm.
But you've had kids, you have a lot of grandkids, you have a lot of great grandkids. When you look at your kids and your grandkids and your great grandkids, what makes you feel the most proud?
I'm proud because they're grown up well. They're all trying to make a life or get educated and stuff.
Hmm.
So I'm proud of them.
What traditions or values do you hope our family continues? Or if we don't have them, what traditions or values do you hope we start to
Start
implement?
to get closer together, get to know one another, get to, close relationships. Reach out to one another.
Well, some people were raised that way. Some people did grow up together. Some people didn't.
Me and my brothers and sisters, we never grew up together. We were all over the place.
I feel that way a little bit too with me and my sisters. But I'm grateful for my relationships with them, despite the fact that we didn't necessarily grow up together.
Mhm. Well,
So,
that's all you can do. Try. Reach out to them, even if they don't.
what do you want future generations of our family to remember about where they came from?
No matter how poor you are, you can build yourself up, you can improve yourself and be better than the previous generation.
Yeah, we can do our best. Not the same journey for everybody and every
Mm-mm,
family, but
mm-mm.
we can strive
Strive to be
and
better,
hope.
strive to go closer.
So there's a concept that I really like. It's called Afrofuturism.
Hmm.
And it's basically the concept that as we exist now, so does the past, so does the future. So we're recording this podcast right now, but maybe a year, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years from now, somebody in our family or anyone anywhere else might listen to this episode and it might feel like they're right here in the room with us.
Learn from it.
And that's the concept, right? We can, in our mind's eye, time travel a bit. We can be present with the person who's listening 50 years from now, in the way that we exist now, where someone maybe 50 years ago might have dreamed
Mhm.
for this, right? So, if our family was listening to this in the next 25 to 50 years, what would you want them to know?
Parents to know they should, bring the kids up to know their relatives, their relationships, and for them to, get together more. The parents to teach the children to, you know, accept the older.
Is that something you regret or that you feel like
Yeah,
didn't do enough
yeah.
of?
Well, maybe I didn't do enough of.
And if you could, you wish you would have more?
Hmm. Much more, much more. A little more love between brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers and uncles and everybody.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Well, you know, some people believe the philosophy that before we're born into the earth, our souls kind of pick who our families and our parents are and stuff. Some people don't believe that, but some people do. So I don't know. I don't know. There's a part of you and a part of me and a part of every kid and grandkid and great grandkid and aunt and uncle, niece, nephew, parent, whatever, who picked the family, and they either did what they were supposed to do to complete their mission and their purpose here with their family, or they're still working on doing it, or they never got to do it. So all we can do is try to do better.
I'm still working on that.
Yeah, we all are. And there's also no requirement that, you know, sometimes you get the family you get. There's this concept called chosen family that a lot of people subscribe to, where, maybe you're born into a particular family, but along the way, throughout the course of your life, you meet people who are not blood relatives, but they become like your family. So for some people, more than blood relatives, it's chosen family.
Even strangers.
Yeah.
Sometimes. You know? They're close to you. They're like they're part of you. They care about you.
Yeah.
Even though they're strangers.
Yeah. What keeps you hopeful or grateful at this stage in your life?
That I'm alive, that I can do stuff for myself. I don't have to really depend on anybody to take care of me.
Except for asking me every day what's for dinner?
Yeah, taking me around.
Oh, Lord.
I'm grateful for it, most of all for you. And for Milton and for the friends and even strangers.
And you're grateful for your family.
And I'm grateful for my family, even if they're...
We're not going to turn this episode into that. Like I've told you before,
I'm grateful
everybody
for my family.
has to take responsibility for their parts in it. You cannot say that, and then when people reach out, you get grumpy or you're not in the mood to deal with them, and then you say nobody cares and nobody's there. Like you gotta have balance.
I guess
you gotta take accountability for your part in it too. It's not just them doing stuff to you. Like
just do what I can when I can and let it go.
What do you think is the secret to a long life?
Well, taking care of itself, eating well.
Not everybody can make it to 87, Granny. That's a feat.
Sharing love. Giving a helping hand when you can. Give to others what you want for yourself. Love. Try to be happy. Try to spread whatever joy you can. Whatever happiness you can. Treat everybody, well as you can. Yeah, all that.
This is my podcast, so of course there has to be a segment about me.
yeah, do that.
So, I'll wait for you to take a sip of water. My God, look at them waves. Jesus.
You see the beach not covered with people.
The storm is raging. They packed up all the lounge chairs by the pools because the wind was too strong.
The waves are like...
Every now and then you see somebody out there in the middle of the rain in the pool, but for the most part, nobody's really hanging out there.
Waves are rough.
We're monitoring our flight and hoping that everything
goes
smoothly. There's no delays or cancellations, so we can get home on time and get back to Stormy Girl.
I miss Stormy Girl.
Me too.
So much. We have to talk to her today.
Yeah, we will. Okay, Granny, so what were your first impressions of me when I was born? When I was a baby?
You were the cutest.
I was a big baby too. Mommy always tells me I was a hefty baby.
I had fun. Lots of fun with you.
I had jaundice when I was a baby.
Yeah, but that was because she was drinking too much carrot juice. And I think that was
I don't know if that's what causes jaundice, Barney.
Yeah, I think that's what she had said.
Oh, well, maybe she was craving carrot juice. What kind of child was I growing up?
Mm. Loving, sweet.
You used to say I really don't like soup that much now, but you used to say
Oh
I
yeah,
used to
you just
always
as you
want my
get to the
soup.
door, as you get to the door, where's my grandma? Where's my soup? And I remember when Gentles, when we were at, and Gentle's daughter came over. Gentle came over and he brought his daughter, and you and her were in a little baby pool that
Yeah.
I had bought on the side. I remember that so clear, like it was yesterday.
I think I have a picture of that.
Hmm. And then when you graduated from kindergarten, I brought you a bunch of flowers, and you took the flowers, but you didn't want to take no pictures. And I remember you crying on Auntie, and I said, "What are you crying about? What are you crying about?" I remember that so well.
I still don't like really taking pictures that
Mm.
much.
And then we took you to, I think it was Rye Playland, and you were playing in the water. And the girl, the lady that was in charge, she said, "She's a smart kid. She's a smart kid. She's going to be a very smart kid. You don't see any other kid doing that."
Oh, Jesus. Does that take intelligence?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I remember that very well, too.
what qualities do you see in me that remind you of yourself, if any? If not, that's okay too. We have being shy in
Maybe
common.
the shyness, but you're kind, you're loving, you're thoughtful,
Sometimes, not all the time.
miserable sometimes,
All right.
but not miserable, but impatient.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't deny my impatience.
yeah, but other than that,
What are your hopes and wishes for my life?
that you find somebody or somebody find you that can take very good care of you,
Brother.
help to change you into a better person. You're making a life of your own, so you don't have to depend on anybody. And I'll make sure that I have a little kid, so I have a little great kid,
Oh,
whether it's a boy or a girl.
you have Storm.
Even if you adopt one.
Oh, well, adoption maybe. You have Storm.
Mhm.
That's as close to a kid as you get it from me.
That's not the same.
Yes, it is. Are you kidding me? I got Storm at 8 weeks. The same way you gotta get up in the night and change pamper and feed baby.
Mhm,
That's what you have to do with a puppy when they're that young.
That's
So-
true.
And
That's true.
dogs are permanent toddlers.
Mhm,
Even when
mhm.
they get senior, they're still
They're
like
still
babies.
like babies, yeah.
So some people actually have kids, so at least when the kid get to a certain age, it's self-sufficient. Instead, I chose a dog. I chose a permanent baby.
Mhm, mhm.
Not permanent, but
Things happen,
a little baby. Yeah, I don't know about kids. I don't know if motherhood is for me. I don't know if I'll be a good mom. But I
You
love
would
Stormy
be,
Girl.
but if that's not what you want, then leave it alone. There's some people have kids and they don't want to be bothered.
Some people have kids that really should not have kids.
There you go.
But
There
here
you
we are.
go. There you go. Everybody either hanging out on the porch or by the window looking out.
What advice would you give me as I continue building my life and my creative work and getting older?
Well, keep being the person you are, loving and kind, and keep building your life the way you are. I'm very proud of you right now. And
Thanks,
I think
Granny.
you're doing well, better than a lot of people. So you should be proud of yourself too, that you accomplish so much.
Well, thanks.
Keep improving yourself and keep being independent. You don't have to, depend on anybody else.
Well, I learned that from you, Granny. I get to
Yep.
take a lot of risks in my life because of you. So thank you. All right, we're nearing the end now. So would you like to leave a message for your children, your grandchildren, and your great grandchildren, or your great great grandchildren?
Just love one another, build a decent, loving life, be dependent on yourself, improve yourself, grow closer together, be more mindful of one another. That's it.
It's a good message. What do you hope people remember about you years and
Mm,
years and years from now?
that I'm always there for them, that I love them very much, no matter who they are, how much I know them or don't know them. They're always in my prayers.
That's very sweet.
Yep.
What a beautiful conversation with my granny. One that I will cherish forever. One that will be here in the many, many years to come. To listeners who see this, thank you for tuning in. I encourage you for the loved ones in your life. You don't have to have a fancy podcast or YouTube channel or anything like that to create something like this. It could be a voice note. It could be a video on your smartphone, whatever the format. I highly encourage this. This too is legacy. These conversations too matter to have and to hold forever in the time to come, no matter what. I'm so grateful for my granny and to my granny for having this conversation with me, for the beautiful life that I've been able to have and cultivate because of the sacrifices that she made, my grandfather made, my parents made for me to be here and to share a moment like this. I will treasure it forever. To our family members who tune in, I hope that this conversation rests well in your heart. I hope that it matters to you. And I hope that you took something away from this. To family and loved ones and community to come, those of you who have listened to this in the past now, those of you who will listen to it in the future, thank you. May you be blessed. May you be prosperous. May you be happy. May you be well. And may you know that you were and are loved. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and I'll catch you on our season finale. Bye.